My name is RateWrestle. Today is Sunday, so that means it is RateWrestle reviews. So it's going to be a quick one today because I only got to watch the one event due to Forbidden Door being last Sunday and Money in the Bank being last night, which I watched that this morning. But I watched AAA's TripleMania on Friday. This is the 30th TripleMania, if you can understand Roman numerals like I can, and they mentioned it a lot. And I think they're doing 3 events. I think they did one prior to this. They're doing one for Tijuana and there's one in the future as well to celebrate it. But we'll go straight into it. So this started with a 7-way cage match. So the essence of this was the last 2 to escape. So the last 2 to be in the ring where the others escaped have to face off in a mask versus mask match later on in the night. This is the first time ever that it's going to be a female mask versus mask, so that was a pretty cool thing to see live, to see on the show. So Meltzer absolutely hated this, as we can see here, but I found it fine. It was decent enough. It was absolute chaos for a lot of it. A few of these I've seen before. Sexy Star is a variation, so it's not that Sexy Star, but it's a new version of Sexy Star. There was a few high spots, people hitting cookie sheets off everyone. That seemed to be a big spot in Mexico, the cookie sheet. Lady Shanna did a crossbody off the top of the cage, which was pretty fun to see. Rainers, so the order of escapees, if you want to know that, or if actually, no, you just watch it. If you like it, you like it. I'm not going to tell you who I'll tell you the final 2 because it does a spoiler anyway, because it's at the bottom when we get there. But yeah, the bumps were getting bigger and bigger as this went along, so it kind of added to the atmosphere of it, so I kind of went into it in the end of enjoying it. This ended with, it was Chica Tormenta, or Chic Tormenta, depending on which variation's going at the time, and Flammer ended up being the final 2, so they're going to fight each other in a mask versus mask match later. I rate this 2.5, it was just chaotic and I really enjoyed it. It's hard to kind of note down what's happening in big multi-man matches, which you'll see when I discuss Money in the Bank on Tuesday. There's just a lot going on. But I really enjoyed the matchup. This was followed by the Copa TripleMania, which is like a battle royale, but except you can get pinned and submitted in it as well. This was this was fun. I liked it as much as the females 7-way cage match. I like the lineage of at AAA, so you get to see the old wrestlers come back, people like Cybernetico, Heavy Metal's been around for years, Pagano, Vampiro obviously is a legend in himself, and you get to see some of the newer guys as well, and then you get to see people like Dulce Canella and Mamba. I don't know the technical term of what they're called, the Rudo kind of like technical term for them, so if someone could comment that down below, that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, this was just fun. Like everyone was getting their stuff in, so you'd have another entrant come down, he would do his moves, another entrant come down and do their moves. It was very like back and forth between everyone getting their stuff in, and this was won by Nino Hamburguesa, which was just nice to see. I'm around at 2.5. Once again, it was an average match, but it wasn't as bad as what these ratings are letting on. Like I said, I'll rate it 5. It's above my rating on here, but Meltzer absolutely crapped on it seems. This was led up to the reason I watched the show, which was the AAA World Cruiserweight title and Latin American title being combined, which was Laredo Kid and Black Taurus versus Phoenix versus Bandido versus El Hijo de Vikingo. This was just all-out mayhem. It's like, if you like the X Division and Impact, it's like that. It's just full on, everyone's flying everywhere, doing ridiculous Canadian destroyers and moves like that. Some insane offense, like people, I can't even explain what was going on. Vikingo hit a variation of the One-Winged Angel. Phoenix was hitting cutter bombs out of nowhere. There was a springboard 630. They did the good old Tower of Doom, which you need to get in every multi-man match. Everyone was one moving at this time. Top rope gorilla press from Taurus, so he had the guy on the top rope, then gorilla pressed him. That was a very cool spot. It was just insanity off here, and then Phoenix ended up picking up the win. I rated this 4.25. Meltzer loved it, and I liked it really well as well. I rated it 4.25 stars. Very good matchup. This was followed by Pentagon Jr. versus Blue Demon Jr. So this is a tournament they're doing at the moment where if you lose, you go into another match, and then eventually it's going to be the two people who've lost the most are going to fight in a mask versus mask match as well. So this was Blue Demon Jr. versus Pentagon Jr. This started off with Blue Demon being a full-on heel, ripping Penta's mask so you could basically see his face anyway. He jump-started him. Penta was launched into the crowd. Then Penta got his own back and ripped Blue Demon's mask as well. He got tied to the rope. Penta got his, like, basically, if you say that's the his mask string, he got tied to the rope there. Blue Demon did a Canadian Destroyer for a near fall, which I didn't expect to see from Blue Demon. Then he did a top rope Canadian Destroyer, and he picked up the win. So Blue Demon gets to keep his mask for another day, and Pentagon's going to be facing the guy I'll discuss in the match after this one, where he may lose his mask, which will be a big thing for AEW if Penta turns up with no mask. This was followed by Chick Tormenta versus Flamer, which is the fallout from the first match on the card, which was the mask versus match. This was very history-making, as I said. There was a ramp suplex from Chick Tormenta, flatliner on the apron from her as well. Their partners were interfering, like their actual marriage partners, like not tag team, trying to make sure that the person didn't lose their mask. Tormenta's team came down and started attacking Flemmer, but then Toxic came down, who a few of them were in the women's matchup. There was a lot of breaks. The ref couldn't count at one point, and then Flemmer ended up picking up the win at 2 3/4. And it was a very sad moment to see Tormenta take off a mask, because it means so much in American heritage, the lucha heritage, to keep your mask on. So she was bursting in tears, but it was a quite sad moment to see. This was followed by another part of the Pentagon Rule de Murta matches. Villaviano versus Psycho Clown. Also, the Pentagon match I didn't even give my rating for, I don't think. I rated that 3. 3 and at 3. I rated that a 3. So this was all-out chaos again. Villano was being the ultimate heel. He ripped Psycho Clown's mask off. He whacked him. He dived in the crowd. He whacked him with a bottle. Psycho was busted at this point. He was just full on obliterating him. And then he reversed the tables, and he ripped his mask on himself. Basically, Psycho Clown's mask was off at one point. At this point, it was just absolute mayhem. And then Psycho Clown ended up picking up the win. I rate this 3.5. Very good match. Really enjoyed it. And this was followed by also Dave Meltzer's match. Rating for that's ridiculous for such a momentous thing. But yeah, Dave likes what he likes, don't he? You know, he has to be flippy shit. But yeah, so then this was followed up by the main event. So this was supposed to be originally the Hardy Boys, but obviously we know what happened to good old Jeff, so we won't go into that. Versus La Faction Ingobernable, which is Dragon Lee and Dralistico, the brothers Lee. Or Hamanas Lee, if that's what they're calling them on that. So this was pretty much a cosplay Hardy match. Johnny Hardy, Johnny Hennigan, Johnny Nitro, Johnny Impact, whoever you know him as, was playing the role of Jeff. So they did a few of the things like Poetry in Motion, a few of like the Whispering Winds. It was pretty much a cosplay Hardy match, as I said. Johnny went out in the crowd and ended up with beer all over him, which was funny to see. Then he was sitting on the guardrail, and Dragon Lee hit a dive, which was insane. You need to go check that out. Then there was a splash mountain for a near fall. Dragon Lee looks incredible, by the way. He's put on the timber, and he looks very good. And then Johnny went full on Johnny Betrayal, as I called him in that point, and low blowed Matt Hardy. That led for Dragon Lee and Dralistico to pick up the win. Rate that 3 stars as well. Like, it was a good matchup. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. Like, it was a good matchup. So that was my rating of TripleMania. Honestly, it was a good card. Like, there was nothing that let it down. There was a few average matches at the start of the show. The 5-way was insane. The mask versus masks period of this were very good matches, and the main event was a slight letdown, but it was still decent enough. So yeah, if you watch TripleMania, which I think the guys in the Discord did, please go let us know about that. comment down below, comment on Cagematch, and then that's it for myself. So all the links are in the description. Our Twitter handle is Honor Club, so Honor_Club. I said that right for once in my life, I think. Probably not. And yeah. So yeah, guys, that'll be the end of the video. Comment down below, subscribe, like, let us know what you want me to see next, what you want to see on the channel. Go to our Discord, which I've got nicely here. I tried to skim just to make sure there was no dodginess on the screen. And there's a picture of Shronk's posted a picture of Mickey Mouse. I don't know what the rest of this picture is, so I'm not going to show it live right now. But yeah, so that's it, guys. You have a nice rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.